Hey guys, welcome back to your mat, your practice, your date with yourself, meeting in that child's pose as usual. Again, practicing once we all take our foreheads down to that mat that nothing else matters. Your mind deserves that break. So taking that deep inhale, and then sigh all of that breath out loud your mouth. Let go. Taking in another deep inhale. And again, sigh all of that breath out loud your mouth. Let go. Starting your Ujjayi breath, locking down your throat, taking that deep inhale through your nose. And that exhale is through your nose. Making sure your exhales are matching your inhales. Locking down the rest of your bondage, your pelvic floor. Drawing your floating ribcage upwards. The awareness is to the inside of your body. Locking down your core, your transverse abdominis. Taking in 3 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Taking in 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. On that next inhale, igniting through your palms, curling up over your toes, drawing your seat to your feet. Coming all the way up. Extending those palms down to your mat. Inhale, rise. And then exhale into your heart center. Just close your eyes here, taking a moment to set your intention for your practice. As always, whatever brings you to your mat, you keep that in your mind and you honor that in your practice. Taking your palms to your forehead, seal in your practice. And then back down to your heart center. On your next inhale, blinking those eyes open, taking that right palm onto that right heel. And then we reach back through that left fingertip, rounding out that spine. And then exhale back into heart center. Just flowing with your breath to movement. Inhale, left palm on left heel. Round out that spine, reach back through those right fingertips. And then exhale back into heart center. Inhale, right palm. Exhale back into heart center, flowing with your breath to movement. One more time on the opposite side. And then exhale back into heart center. And then on that next inhale, crawling back out to that, crawl out to that tabletop, coming into your cow-cats, always stacking your shoulders over your wrists, maybe even closing your eyes here as we come into 4 cow-cats. Inhale. And exhale. Warming up that spine. Remembering you're not in a hurry. And on your last one, meeting back in that tabletop. And then on that next inhale, just turn toward your right, your seat, your head, being mindful. Exhale back into heart center. Inhale to the opposite side. And exhale back into heart center. Inhale, rock as far forward as your body will allow. And then exhale, just rocking back, tucking that pelvis under, making a ball, not releasing into your seat. You're going to take the crown of your hip bone toward the earth and just flow with your breath to movement. Inhale, going as far forward as your body will allow. And then on that exhale, just rocking back, rounding out that spine, tucking the pelvis under. 2 more times, flowing with your breath to movement. Beating back in your tabletop on that last one. And exhale. On that next inhale, just breath to move it. We're not staying in that threading with the needle. We're gonna inhale, rise, reach to those right fingertips. And then on that exhale, just coming down onto that right shoulder, threading your needle. Come all the way down, feel your pose. Inhale, rise, right palm, taking that right knee up with you, coming onto that right foot, just flowing with your breath and your movement. And exhale, we inhale, coming back down, threading your needle. On your next inhale, rise, right palm, knee, and exhale. Inhale, threading your needle. And exhale. One more time, inhale, rise. And exhale. Inhale, threading that needle, coming down onto that right shoulder. And then inhale, take that left palm, rotating that arm over your spine, maybe reaching back for that right thigh. Taking in 2 more breaths here, inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. We inhale, release that left palm, into your mat, releasing that bind. And exhale. Inhale, rise, taking that right palm back up to the sky, twist from your waist. And then exhale, tabletop. Coming that to the opposite side, we inhale, take that left palm and gaze up the sky, reaching. And then exhale, threading your needle, coming down onto the side. Inhale, rise. Taking that left foot or knee up the sky, reach. And exhale. Inhale. Thread your needle on this side. Inhale, rise. And exhale. Inhale back down. One more time, inhale, rise. And exhale, threading your needle. Coming down onto that left shoulder. And then taking a bind, if that's in your practice, rotating that right arm over your spine, maybe reaching back for that left thigh. Taking in 2 more breaths, inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release that bind back to the top of your mat. And exhale. Inhale. Left palm and gaze back at the sky, twist from your waist. Releasing back down into your mat. Coming back into that tabletop. And then on that next inhale, curling up over your toes, coming into that downward dog, trying to take that sits bones up the sky, melting your heels to the mat. And then bend one knee into the other. Just walking out your downward dog. Being mindful still of your breath. And taking in one last deep inhale here. And exhale. Bringing that downward dog to a still, trying to melt your heels to the mat, the crown of your head toward the earth. And take one last deep inhale. And exhale. So on that next inhale, we're going to take that right palm, reach back for that left ankle, not changing our foundation forcing. We exhale. Take that gaze underneath that left palm. If you don't make that connection, you've taken my class, you know. Create that energy. And then on that next inhale, dropping down that left knee, coming into your side plank, just flowing with your breath and movement. On that next inhale, finding that downward dog. Fully push back into that downward dog. We inhale, take that left palm to that right ankle, and then exhale, twist. Inhale, dropping down that right knee. Finding your side plank on this side. One more time on each side, just flowing with your breath. We inhale, rise. Downward dog. On that next inhale, right palm, left ankle, and then exhale, twist. Inhale, left knee down to your mat. Find your side plank. We have our last side to do. Inhale, downward dog. And exhale. Inhale, left palm, right ankle. We exhale, twist. Inhale, right knee, dropping it down. Finding your side plank. And then inhale back into that downward dog. Fully push back into that downward dog. And then on that next inhale, let's take that right leg up into the sky. Exhale out to the side. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch that in. Inhale up. We exhale out to the side. Inhale back. And then exhale, crunch that in. Inhale out. And then exhale, let's bring that in for pigeon on this side and finding your pigeon. You don't want to be sitting on that front leg. Be mindful how you're moving your body. Sliding that left leg back, and then here, distribute that weight evenly between your hips. So feel your pose. Maybe look back that back leg, aligning your body. Pressing those palms into your mat, we inhale. Walk those palms into your torso, rounding out that spine, taking that gaze up the sky. And then exhale, come to that forward fold. You only go as far as your body will allow. And we still practice if your forehead makes it down to the mat. Even if it doesn't, do not let your mind wander. That breath does help you to focus, along with a million other lovely, healthy things it does to your body. And we benefit from that breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take 5 more here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. So making sure those exhales are matching your inhales. We have 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. We inhale, igniting through those palms. Walk them back up to your torso, round out your spine. Take that gaze up to the sky. Exhale back into heart center. Here, press those palms in your mat. Inhale, bending that left knee. Who cares if you reach back and grab it? That's all you have to give. That's all you have to give. You can twist from your waist, taking that right palm. You could always reach back with your left, drawing that left foot in. Maybe you can get the crease of your elbow, never forcing anything. Inhale. Bring that in. You can always take that around too, coming into a full, whatever's in your practice. Just taking in 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. We inhale, mindfully releasing that left foot back into your mat, pressing both palms in that mat, coming up, curling over those left toes, coming up off that left knee, taking that right leg back up into the sky. Point those toes and then draw 3 counter pose circles from what we just did, all the way around and up. And then on that last one, release that right foot back to your mat, fully coming back into your downward dog. And then on that next inhale, we take that left leg up into the sky. Exhale out to the side. Inhale back. And then exhale, crunch it in. Inhale out. Exhale out to the side. Inhale back. And exhale. Crunch it in. Inhale back. And then we exhale, bring that in for pigeon on this side again, mindfully coming down. Not sitting on that front leg, pressing your palms, sliding that right leg back. Find your pigeon, situating weight evenly between your hips. You don't want to be rolling onto the right or the left. Pressing your palms into that mat. So, check back legs, see if you have what feels good to your body. Press your palms in that mat. Inhale, walking them up to your torso, rounding out to your spine, taking that gaze up to the sky. And then on that exhale again, we come into that forward fold. It's still that practice. So if you do have thoughts that enter your mind, you acknowledge them and let them go. Trying to stay with that breath and taking that deep inhale through your nose and exhale through your nose. As your mind greatly benefits from this little date with yourself, taking that break. Taking in 5 more breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. On your next inhale, we're going to ignite through those palms. Again, walking the back up toward torso, rounding out your spine. Taking that gaze up the sky. Inhaling into center. Again, coming into that twist on this side, just inhale, bending that right knee. Maybe you reach back with that left. What feels good to your body? Maybe you reach back with that right, bringing that right in, trying to get into that crease. Again, do not force anything. Just bring it in as much as your body will allow. Always come into your King Pigeon 2 as well, bringing that in. You hook your palms. Again, not forcing anything. Taking in 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. We inhale, release that right foot in your mat, press your palms in, curling up over those toes. Coming up off that right leg all the way back up into the sky, bending that knee, and draw 3 counter pose on this side. All the way around and out. And then on that third one, releasing back down into your foot in the mat, coming back into your downward dog. Taking 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. We inhale, let's walk our palms and feet meeting in the middle. Just meet in the middle. And then exhale slowly. Coming down onto your mat. How you get down to your mat, it's all practice. Coming down to your mat, releasing both legs out in front of you, coming into that staff pose, and we're going to come into some movements. So, taking that right foot in and getting as close to your left thigh as you possibly can. So we're going to lower ourselves down the mat. You can just rock back, release that left foot with the mat. So we're going to do those rock and rolls. So we're going to inhale, rock up, right foot in the mat, left palm, left foot is out, reach through. Inhale, lower yourself down to that mat. We're going to switch knees. Exhale, we're going to inhale, rock back, switch your knees, coming up onto this side. Hiya. Inhale down, coming into that on the opposite side. Just rolling back, switching legs. Hiya. Lower yourself back down to that mat. Inhale, rock back, switch knees. Hiya. One more time on the opposite side, and then we're going to come into extra movements. Inhale, rock back, switch. Coming up. Inhale. Now we're going to take that left leg, you're going to draw yourself up, trying to bring that left knee underneath. Align that knee with your foot. You have this. Just aligning. Right palm onto that right thigh. Inhale, rise up, reach to those left palms. Coming into that hip opener, pressing into that right hip. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. We inhale. Taking that left palm back down to your mat. We're going to try to come out of that how we got into that. Inhale, taking that left knee, coming all the way back down. These movements. Here. Releasing to the mat. We're going to do that on the opposite side. You have this. Stay out of your head. We inhale, rock back. Switching those knees. Coming up. And then we inhale, draw yourself up. Try to get that right knee underneath. Aligning that knee with that left heel. Left palm onto that left thigh. Reaching to those right fingertips. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. And again, try to come out of that, how we got into that. Inhale, taking that right palm down to your mat, drawing that right leg back underneath, coming to that seat. Inhale. We're gonna rock back. And then exhale, we're gonna rock back up. If you need to rock back a few times, again, that is okay. Find yourself into that low spot, that malasana. How you get there is nobody's business. So heels are in, toes are out. You come into your malasana. If you're up here, my job is to get you to honor that. You honor where you come onto the mat, never forcing a pose. I forced them all when I first started and it didn't help. It's just practice and opening up your body, taking those elbows on the inside, lengthening through your spine, and then staying out of your head here. Maybe even closing your eyes. You take those breaths, lifting up your toes, remembering the 3 points of contact that I'm always talking about. And take those breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 3 more breaths and you have this. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. If you close your eyes on that next inhale, leaving those eyes open, you survived your malasana. Let's exhale, draw yourself up, toes in, coming into your wide leg forward fold. Trying to get the crown of your head pointed toward the earth. Release. Maybe even bending one knee to the other. You have help benefits having your head below your heart. Add that breath in. Stay out of your head, taking in 2 more here. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last inhale. And exhale. Bring that wide leg forward, fold to a still. Trying to walk your palms in and come into that a little bit more. Just make sure you're not having your neck jacked up. I know some of us struggle. I know I did when I first came in the oracles. Try to release the crown of your head to the earth and come to your posture the best that you can, taking in 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Coming into a half lift, releasing that right palm in the center of your mat or your feet. And then exhale. Twist. Reaching for those left fingertips, being mindful of your points of contact of your feet, the mat, maybe even lifting up your toes, you're twisting from your waist, taking in 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale that left palm down to your mat. Placing it where your right is, and we exhale again, twist from our waist, taking that right palm and gaze up to the sky. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale that right palm back down to your mat. And yes, let's exhale, forward fold 1 more time. Taking in 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. On that next inhale, walking into that half lift, bending those knees, or come down to your mat how you can. Trying to maybe come back and fall into that malasana pose. And then releasing yourself onto the mat. How you get onto the mat is nobody's business. Taking our feet all the way up. Come to that staff pose. We know to tap into those bandhas, that core, so we're not dumping into our spines. Drawing yourself all the way up, lengthening through that spine. And then let's come into a twist up here before we come down the mat. Because you know I always like to add the twist in because our bodies greatly benefit from those twisting. Again, it's toxins out of our bodies. So try to come into a half lotus, just bringing that right foot in, not forcing anything. Be mindful of your knee, what you can do with your body. Maybe you don't have it all the way in, that is okay, you find your pose. You don't even have to bring that in, you can have it up on the outside. We're going to come into a twist. So again, drawing that awareness of how you're moving your body. Inhale, lengthen from your spine. We're going to exhale, take that left palm to that right knee, and we twist, wrapping that right arm around our spines. Maybe it can even reach those big toes, that right big toe, and then exhale, twist. Be mindful your spine is compromised when you're in this twist. Inhale, and exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale, and exhale. 1 last deep inhale, and exhale. So on that next inhale, take your head, your gaze back into center first, protecting your spine. And then exhale, release that twist. Coming all the way back into center. And taking that right leg out to meet your left, again coming back into that stab pose. And then on your next inhale, drawing that left foot in for that half lotus. And again, be mindful. So find your foundation. As you know, we only exhale and twist. So inhale, lengthen. And then on that exhale, that right palm to that left knee. Exhale, wrapping that left arm around your spine. Maybe it can, peace fingers can grab the left big toe, finding your twist. And then exhale, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Taking in 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale back into center. Releasing that twist. Twining your spine. Taking that left leg out to meet your right. Drawing yourself all the way up in that stab pose. Lengthen through your spine. And then on that next inhale, slow yourself down to that mat. So you're going to take your feet. So lower yourself down to the mat. You can always use your palms. Palms are up to the side. When you come down to that mat, inhale those knees into your chest, flex into your feet, creating that ball of energy. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. So let's come into a little chest open, that fish pose, before we come into our supine twist. So let's inhale, release those legs out in front of us. Your palms are down, facing by your side. And then inhale, we roll over to one side, keeping your palm face down on the top part of your seat. Grounding those forearms into your mat, your elbows all the way down to your palms. And then on that next inhale, press into those elbows, getting those shoulders up off your mat, and then just opening up, rolling your shoulders back, opening up that chest. You feel that here, you struggle here, please stay here. Maybe you can lower the crown, the top of your head to the earth. You stay here, maybe inhale, lifting, rising, reaching to those toes. Inhale. And exhale. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. 1 last deep inhale. And exhale. You rose through those toes, those feet, those legs, lower them back down to your mat. And exhale. Inhale, shift the crown of your head to the mat, slowly coming up, rising up. And then exhale, releasing those shoulders back into your mat, melt into your mat. Inhale, releasing each palm from underneath your seat. Drawing those knees back into your chest for that ball of energy. Flexing through your feet. And then on that next inhale, releasing those legs. And that tabletop, palms are out the side. And we exhale, take your knees over to that left side first, trying to not let that right shoulder blade up, twisting from your waist. Possibly close your eyes here as you take your gaze over to your right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take your head, your gaze back in the center first. And then exhale those knees back in your chest mindfully. Creating that ball of energy. Toes are up to the sky. And then inhale, point your toes all the way out. Plantar flexion. Exhale, back up to that dorsiflex. Inhale, toes all the way out. And exhale, back up to the sky. One more time, inhale, point your toes all the way out like you're pushing on a gas pedal. And then exhale, back up. Inhale, release those legs, net tabletop, palms out the side, facing up. And then we exhale, twist from your waist, releasing those knees to that right side, trying to not let that left shoulder blade up. And again, we possibly close your eyes here as you take your gaze over to your left. Take those breaths as you're rounding out your practice. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Making sure your exhales are matching your inhales. Taking in 2 more breaths here. Inhale. One last deep inhale. And exhale. Inhale your head, your gaze back into that center first. And then exhale those knees into your chest, flex into your feet, creating that ball of energy. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach and lengthen, hover over your mat. Exhale, ball of energy, forehead to your knees, wrap your arms around your legs, flex through your toes. Inhale all the way out, reach and lengthen. Exhale, ball of energy. One more time. Reach, lengthen. And exhale, ball of energy. Inhale all the way out, your palms are facing up. And then we exhale slowly. Melt into your mat with your breath. For Shavasana, and you just release into your mat. Your feet fall to the side. You melt into your mat. You can always stay here, where you can come to a fetal position on either side, drawing your knees into your chest, using your opposite arm as a pillow. You can always stay here and meet me at the top of your mat. Taking your palms into your heart center. We can't control what goes on the outside, but we can control what goes on in the inside. Don't lose your faith, your joy, your smile. The light in me honors and recognizes the light inside of you, and I humbly appreciate you let me guide you in your practice. Namaste. Thank you for showing up on your mat, on your date, for yourself.